So, hello and welcome to the first video in what seems like a goddamn long time. It must be like a month or something. And yes, there are very good reasons kind of why it's been so long, and obviously there's a good reason why I'm just pointing this camera into a cupboard. As you can see, here is, well, you probably can't work out what this is because it's kind of sideways and shit. This is my old computer. I've been selling a lot of stuff, not gaming related, just you know, like I had mobile disco gear. What was I sold? I've sold quite a few current gen games because I don't keep current gen games. You know, you'll see the retro up there. I keep that stuff. Anything current gen, fair game, complete it, put it on eBay, get it you know, get your money back before it drops in value too much. So anyway, back to the main event, sort of. So yeah, this is my old PC, keyboard there, and if you have a look in here, or if I have a look in here, there's no guts in here. There is the old Creative X5 Platinum sound card that I used to use in there. So yeah, basically I'd had enough of pissing about, like kicking my, well, this PC here and stuff to get it to work, so I ordered a new one. So yeah, I sold the motherboard, memory and processor. I got 50 quid for them, including the postage. It was a Q6600 quad core processor. I think it was an Asus P5NE SLI motherboard and some Samsung, like 4 gig of Samsung memory or something. It's pretty speedy for an old school rig, especially with the tiny little monitor that's there that I was using. It's kind of, I blew the monitor up, but I didn't blow it. There's actually a video on my channel of me chucking the monitor in the bin because it was fucked. I'd had enough of it. So yeah, sold the graphics card, got 25 quid for that. Sold that to somebody who on eBay flashes them for kind of Mac desktops. Sells them for like 130 quid, but obviously I'm not going to flash it and all that bollocks. So yeah, I ordered a new PC, and then I was fannying about with this, and I poked my fingers in because it was a kind of cable management issue, because I had a like something attached to a cable here, and then something attached further down to the same cable, and it was kind of stretched, and it was kind of not making contact. So I kind of put my hand in to create contact, because I wasn't really bothered about the PC anyway, so I'd ordered a new one. Blew the power supply up, so did kind of intend on keeping the old PC and banging some emulators and shit on it, but then I blew the PSU up, hence selling stuff. I don't know what to do with this case though, because this is a pretty decent case. It's actually better than the one on my new system, but the new system's micro ATX, so don't really want to slam it in here because it would just make the PC bigger than it needs to be. So yeah, that's what happened to the old PC, and then I'm kind of gonna have a look at the new PC, so get ready for that. That's coming now. So before I get to actually running through the well, having a look at the actual computer itself, I'm just going to go through the specs here. It says that the system comes with Windows 8.1 or 7 standard. I didn't go for the operating system option, so I already had Windows 7. I can't stand Windows 8, so that was why I didn't put Windows 8.1 on it, because it sucks super monkey dicks. Yeah, it's the Intel Pentium G3258 anniversary processor. The overclocking favourite at the minute when you pair it to the Asus B85MG motherboard. Overclock shit out of that motherfucker. So yeah, we got a non-standard cooler there, a Casca Nero 3, 8 gigs of PC3, DDR3, whatever memory. GeForce GTX 960, went for something sort of lower, mid-range, something that you wouldn't really fully regard as budget. You know, I didn't want like a £20 fucking graphics card in this, so I'm going to use it for a lot of video editing and a bit of gaming maybe. 1TB hard disk, DVD rewriter, 500 watt air cool PSU. The PSU in the PC, that the one that blew up, was actually a Tegan 530 watt. It was a pretty decent power supply, so I was kind of pissed off about blowing that. Well, not really pissed off, but I'd have preferred not to have blown that up, but shit happens. So it's got onboard high definition audio. That's basically on the motherboard spec. Looking at the motherboard, I can't put the sound card in, the one that I showed, the Creative X5 Platinum, which is a shame because it's got the breakout box and everything on, which is really handy for recording with all of its inputs and outputs. Because the motherboard only has PCI Express slots, which kind of sucks. It comes with a monitor, mouse and keyboard. I'll have a look at them later, and then it just says what ports it has. So now I'm going to go and actually sort of look at the system itself after I've showed you the box and shit that it all came in. So here is the big ass box, as you can imagine, that my PC came in. So Chillblast, Fusion, Spartacus. So yeah, we got the motherboard box. It was the only box that I got. I was kind of expecting to get maybe the graphics card box and whatever. But yeah, basically got the motherboard box, and it had the plug it. Well, it's still got the plug in, because here's a different one. It's got one of the front panels from the case, and a few bits of documents and a couple of driver discs, so nothing outstanding there paperwork wise or anything. Yeah, as you can see, the motherboard is a pretty small micro ATX, whatever they call that shit. So moving on, here is the cardboard box that the case came in. It's an AVP Viper. I like to call it the Aliens versus Predator, even though it's nothing to do with Aliens versus or Predator. Here is the box for the monitor. It's an Asus, as people like to call it. I say Asus. What's the V5239 LCD monitor? A lot bigger than the minty little faggot one I was using before. And there's the actual big box, and that's it for cardboard that was in the box. Monitor did come with a DVI and a VGA cable, which is kind of cool, but I would have liked a HDMI as well, but that's just being a cunt. So yeah, there we go. That is all of the boxes and shit, and now we shall have a look at the actual system itself. So here it is, the new video editing, I guess, gaming, music, everything basically rig. Yes, what is there to say? It's kind of annoying at the minute because I don't have a card reader or anything, which, until you don't have a card reader, you don't realise how useful they are. I mean, my laptop's got a built-in card reader, so that's kind of kind of sucks because it wouldn't have cost them much more to add onto the system a card reader. Would show you around the back, but it's currently plugged in, got my wireless adapter there. Kind of ridiculous these days that wireless isn't just built into the motherboards as standard, in my opinion, but yeah, whatever. Got a Chillblast badge stickery thing on the bottom there. So yeah, the case looks nice from the front. You won't be able to see it in the video, but it's kind of got a microwavy feel to it, you know, like that cheap kind of pressed steel finish with kind of crappy paint finish to it. I think these cases only retail at something like 15 quid, so it's kind of to be expected. Like I say, the Cooler Master case I've got is a lot better than this, but this is smaller. I mean, this shelf here was measured with the old PC in mind, so you can see how much shorter it is there. You could fit like a fucking PS4 in there or something. Not that, I mean, just for comparison's sake. So yeah, the PC came with a monitor, as you would have seen the box for, and it's a lot bigger. It actually, if I move it forward, it kind of perfectly fits in that gap. I mean, the PC's up against the wall, and then I mean the TV is, and then that fits in there pretty much perfectly. Then a few mil to spare, which means I have to push it back to access the manual kind of controls on the TV. The monitor's not amazing, pardon me, but it suffices. And shit. Down here I have a cheapo wired Zalman keyboard that comes with it, and a cheapo mouse. Don't know whether I'm going to upgrade these to wireless. I don't really see the point in wireless keyboards unless you're going to sit back far away and use it, but a mouse with a wire is just gay. And here I have a stack of hard disks from my old PC, and I'm probably going to put this one in here, this Hitachi 500 gig, take the system up to 1.5 terabytes, and then a couple of IDs which are just ancient now, so the motherboard won't support them anyway. So that is a look at the system. So if I bring up Battlefield, which I purchased off of Amazon last night, it's $14.99 on Origin. You can pick it up for £7.49 on Amazon. You buy it and then you get a code for Origin, so take them few extra steps and get the game for half the amount. So it's kind of an annoying game because you have to go through your browser to play it. But yeah, I'll just play campaign. I can basically play this on max settings using this PC. I know that obviously it's a pretty old, that's not really old, what's it, about 15 months old game, maybe more nowadays, about 15 months, sorry, old. Well, yeah, it's still a decent game. I mean, I've been thinking, I originally had it on the PS4, and I wanted to pick it up again for a while, and then I discovered EA Access the other day, which I didn't know about, on the Xbox One. So for 20 quid a year I get like 9 games, a couple of them are out-of-date sports titles, but one of the games is Battlefield, so I was like, damn, I could have been playing this and paying like 20 quid a year. Yeah, so it doesn't sound like a good deal, but it is. Why the fuck is this taking so long? No, I don't want to leave the game. I want you to bloody play it. Here we go. Yeah, the system doesn't have a solid state or anything like that. I can't see me upgrading to it because the problem is when you have a small main drive, what tends to happen is you have to, what's the word? You have to, getting preoccupied. Yeah, you have to select a different disk, like one of your extra hard disks to like install everything on, because obviously your main drive of Windows on is too small. Could investigate the hybrid drives, but who cares? So yeah, just waiting for this to load up now, so you can see a little bit of what the graphics are like. Obviously the PC doesn't come with any speakers or anything. I've got to connect it up to my surround sound, but I needed to sort something out cable wise because it's quite far away from here at the minute. And I can skip now. And yeah, there we have it. Some Battlefield 4 on the PC. It doesn't look too amazing, but it does look significantly better than the Xbox One version, which looks fucking terrible. Even compared to the PS4 version, it looks terrible on the Xbox One. But I have been having a bit of fun playing that online, so I can't really complain too much. So yeah, that is my Chillblast Fusion Spartacus gaming PC for the video editing and all that stuff for the channel. Now I've got a monitor with some fucking actual space on it to do shit. I mean, the other monitor came to about there. It was like literally pretty much half the size of this, with the shitty 4:3 aspect ratio and everything. As you can see here, very definitely playable graphics settings here on maximum at 1080p. Another advantage of having a 1080p monitor rather than having anything with a higher resolution is obviously you can just clone it to your 1080p TV and you don't have to fuck about with different resolutions and shit, which is a problem that I've always had in the past. So now it's nice and simple. Clone your display, you see what's on here on the TV, no fucking about selecting different adapters and displays and all that shit. So yeah, that is my new PC, and we'll maybe be giving my thoughts on it in a later video. I also put a kind of little article on the website retrocreative.co.uk about the system, so head on over there and check that out in the reviews. I've got to add to that, but there is something up there right now. Top stuff for a new fucking PC finally. Been waiting years for this motherfucker. Alright. Cost, last one kind of PS cost thing. This was £619.28, I believe. Would have been more, would have been like going on for 700 with an operating system. But like I say, I had an operating system, Windows 7, so I didn't need that. So yeah, pretty stoked dude to be able to play a recent-ish game at ultra settings with in 1080p, so that's cool. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and all that shit, yo.